Sage Mrikandu and his wife Marudvati were leading a happy life in a forest. They were childless for a long time. Mrikandu performed intense tapasyas for several years in order to please Lord Shiva to have a child. Lord Shiva appeared before him and said, "I am pleased by your devotion. Ask from me any boon you desire." Mrikandu was overjoyed. He prayed to Lord Shiva, "O Lord, I am childless. Grant me a son." The Lord said in reply, "Do you desire to have a virtuous, wise, and pious son who will live up to 16 years, or a dull, witted, evil natured son who will live long?" Sage Mrikandu did not hesitate over the choice. He did not want a worthless son. He begged only for the short lived son of whom he could be proud. Lord Shiva granted the request of his devotee and departed. After some time, Marudvati conceived and gave birth to a son. The parents were extremely happy about the new arrival and they named him Markandeya. When Markandeya was 5 years old, Mrikandu arranged for his studies. Even in boyhood, Markandeya mastered all the Vedas and Shastras. His pleasing ways endeared him to his teachers. The boy was liked by one and all. When he reached the age of 12, his parents arranged his Upanayan. He was initiated into the chanting of the mystic Gayatri Mantra. The boy was very regular in performing the Sandhya Vandana, which pleased his parents and other elders. He was thus spending his days very happily, delighting everyone by his charming looks and his pleasant behavior. But the parents were sad at heart, and whenever they looked at their son, a gloom spread over their face. They did not tell Markandeya that he was not destined to live long. The 16th year was fast approaching. One day, unable to control their grief, they wept before him. Markandeya was so surprised. He asked them gently the reason for their grief. Mrikandu, with tears running down his cheeks, said, "O my son, according to Lord Shiva's boon, you are destined to live only for 16 years. How can we withstand this? We are helpless and do not know what to do." "Ma, Baba, do not worry for me. I am confident of winning over death. Pray, bless me that I may succeed in my endeavor. Permit me to perform severe penance to please the Lord." The parents blessed him heartily and sent him for penance. Markandeya was to complete the 16th year on a certain day. Yamraj knew that Markandeya's life was to come to an end. As usual, Yamraj sent his servants to take his life. But they could not approach him, for the radiation from him was too intense for them. So Yamraj, the god of death, himself came on his wonted black buffalo. He had in his hand the well-known rope with the noose for taking out the young lad's soul from his body and carrying it away. Yamraj saw the young devotee engaged in the worship of Lord Shiva. Yamraj could not let the worship be completed if his duty as the god of death was to be properly performed. Markandeya could not be allowed to live a minute longer after the completion of his 16th year. Normally invisible to human eyes, this time Yamraj had been forced to show himself to the young boy by virtue of the latter's intense piety and devotion to God. Yamraj threw his rope with the loop and it went and encircled Markandeya's neck and also the shivling. The shivling at once split into two, and out came Shiva with a trident in his hand. He pushed Yamraj aside and killed him to save the child. From that day onwards, Markandeya got the names Mrityunjaya and Kalakala. After that, At the request of other gods, Shiva restored the life of Yamraj. Then, turning to the young devotee with whose pity he was highly pleased, Lord Shiva blessed him with deathlessness. He said to Markandeya, "Every desire of yours will be fulfilled. You will never be old or grey. You will live virtuous and famous till the end of the world. Omniscience will be asset in you." To this day, the Hindus reckon Markandeya as one of their immortals. It is said that Markandeya is a great Chiranjeevi, the one who lives with the body forever and whose body always appears young, beautiful, and saintly on account of his yogic powers. Markandeya has become proverbial for long life. The blessing of the elders even today is, "May you live like Markandeya, forever youthful and beautiful." People believe that even now he is living somewhere in the Himalayas in deep meditation for the good of the world.